This is episode number 27.
Hello and welcome to Chase Your Star. I'm your host, Monica Carter Tagore, here to inspire and empower you to take courageous action to write your book, build your brand, and live the life you desire. When you are ready to go for all life has for you, it's time to chase your star. Let's do it. Hello and welcome to this episode of Chase Your Star. I am Monica Carter Tagore and I am so thrilled you are here. In fact, welcome to the new year. This is our first episode of 2017, so I want to welcome you to the new year, and I hope and pray that the year is starting off on an amazing note for you. In fact, I hope that you are on the way to fulfilling your vision that you have for your life. But if you're not on the way to fulfilling your vision, in fact, if you've already given up on your hopes, your goals, your dreams, even the resolutions you may have set for the year, then listen up. I have a challenge for you. I want to challenge you in how you have been showing up in your life and fulfilling that challenge that may actually help you to live out the vision you may have for your life. So my challenge to you is this. Become the hero of your story. Become the hero of your story. And I challenge you for that because there are a lot of people who have been playing bit parts in their own lives. In fact, they've been on the sidelines of their own lives. They've let other people run their lives. They've let other people tell them what to do. They've let other people make the decisions in their lives. And so they're not the heroes of their own stories. They're bit players. And maybe that's you. In fact, maybe you have been watching people get the promotions at work, start their businesses, write their books, go and fulfill their hopes, goals, and dreams, but you've been on the sidelines. You wanted to do those same things. You wanted maybe to get a promotion at work or to start a business. You've wanted to write a book. You've wanted to get awards. You've wanted to do all those things, but you haven't. In fact, you've been on the sidelines of your own life. You've just been watching other people, and that's not helping you. That's not serving you, because what's happening is that you are playing small. You are hanging back. You are risking nothing so you don't lose anything. You don't speak up so you don't make a fool of yourself. You don't stand up so you don't get attention. You don't raise your hand, you don't shine, so you're not judged. That's playing small. And so I challenge you in this year, at the start of this year, to decide that you no longer will play small in your own life. You will be the hero of your story. You will take charge of your reality and play bigger. Because you know what? Life is calling you to stand up. Life is calling you to chase your star. Life is calling you to shine. You know that I don't have to tell you. In fact, in the still, in the quiet, in the naked moment, you know you have been called for more. You have been called to do more. And so I encourage you, I challenge you, I implore you, I ask you, please be the hero of your own story. Stop letting other people run your life. Stop watching other people live their lives. Because what's happening is that by you sitting on the sidelines of life, by you watching other people, by you choosing to hide your shine, by you choosing to hide your light, it's not just you who are suffering. It's other people. It's the people who are meant to be reached by you. The people who are meant to be touched by you. The people who are meant to be helped by you. Those people are suffering the more you hang out in the background. The more you play a bit part in your own life. The more you refuse to shine. Because what happens is that they don't get what they need. You see, when you become the hero of your own story. First of all, let me back up. What does a hero do? When you read a book or you watch a movie, what does a hero do? The hero creates change. And the hero is also changed in the process of that journey. And so that's what I would like for you. When you become the hero of your own story, you're going to create change all around you. And in fact, the change you create, that may help other people in your world. It may help other people around the world. And as you create change, as you walk in being that hero of your own life, you yourself will be changed. And as you choose to do that, you can stand taller and taller and taller. Now, I likely don't have to tell you that you've been playing small. You know that. That's why what I'm saying is resonating with you now, because it's pricking your heart. It's pricking your soul because of its truth. But if you somehow don't think I'm talking to you, or if maybe you're in a little bit of denial or reality hasn't hit you, listen to the next 2 points I want to make. There are 2 specific ways we show up as bit players in our own lives. The first is in perfectionism. Now, you see, perfectionism is one of those so-called virtues that a lot of people pursue because they think it's something wonderful and great and amazing. But really, perfectionism often is a cover for playing small. That's because we like to say, well, you know what? I want to get everything just perfect before I move. I want everything to be just so before I step out. I want everything to be in line, in order, before I make my move. That's just a lie you tell yourself to hide. That's a lie you tell yourself to play a bit part. No, things will never be exactly perfect. You've just got to go with what you've got. And you've got enough to get started. You can get started now and learn and grow as you go. Stop leaning on the crutch of perfectionism and letting that make you play small. The second place where people play small is in victimhood. When people are in the place of victimhood, they blame everyone else around them for why they haven't acted or done what they need to do. The spouse isn't supportive. The boss is holding them back. The children don't listen. And on and on and on. Everybody else is responsible for why they haven't done a certain thing. But when you choose to become the hero of your own story, when you choose to stand up in your own life and to stop playing a bit part, then you will shake off the shackles of victimhood, because you will realize that victimhood does not serve you. It only keeps you small. You cannot remain having the mentality of a victim and stand up as the hero of your own life. When you choose to become the hero of your own life, then you will take 100% responsibility for your life. You will own your life, all of it. You will no longer blame others for where you are. You will take charge. So if you have been playing a bit part in your own life, if you've been playing small by leaning on perfectionism or by clinging to victimhood, don't do it anymore. It's not serving you. It's keeping you small. It's keeping you bound. It's keeping you in a box. The world needs you to be unboxed, because there is something you are here to share. You were created for a reason. And you may be now ignoring the call, but I encourage you to respond to the call on your life right now. Use your gifts in a way to better the lives of others, in a way to enhance the world. Make your contribution. That's why you're here. And make no mistake, you have a gift, maybe more than one. Your gift may be a talent, something it seems that you were just born good at. It may be a skill, something you have learned and honed on the job. It may be a message that is close to your heart now. It may be a big idea, something you have discovered or figured out how to do. Whatever that gift is there in you for you to use, for you to stand up and use. And if you're not going to use it, then we all suffer. If you're not going to use it, then those people that you are intended to reach, specifically will suffer. You see, people are hurting. People need solutions. They need answers to questions that you can answer. They need solutions to problems you can solve. They're waiting for you. Your talent, your skill, your big idea, your message, whatever your gift is, it's there to be an answer for somebody else. It's there to be hope and help, instruction, inspiration, empowerment. Whatever it is, it's there to help somebody else. And as long as you're playing small, as long as you're sitting on the sidelines of your own life, they're going to continue to suffer. And so will your life. Your life will also suffer because you are not letting your light shine. You are not standing tall in the bigness of who and what you were created to be. Now, I know that somebody listening to this will say, well, I have some real challenges. I have some real issues that prevent me from standing tall in my life. I don't have any money. I don't have any money to be able to go out and pursue my dream in the way that I want, to go out and live my vision in the way I want, to go out and stand up in the way I want. Well, this is what I say to that. When you create value in the world, it creates income. And so perhaps by playing small, you're not creating enough value. And if you were to take the chance on yourself, and if you were to take the chance on your dream, on your vision, and stand tall in it, take ownership of it, become the hero of your own story, then perhaps you would see a way to create more value. And in creating more value, you would generate more income. Somebody else may say, well, Monica, you don't know because I don't have any time. My day is full from morning to night. I barely have any time to even sleep. I don't have any time to do more than what I'm doing right now. Well, my answer to you is that maybe you are busying yourself on busy work and not on impact. Perhaps you need to look at what you're doing and see if these are things that really create impact, can really make a difference, can really help you make the contribution you were created to make. It may be time to rearrange your priorities. It may be time to shift what you're doing because you may, in fact, be very busy, but you may be busy doing a lot of nothing. So I challenge you there. Somebody else may say, well, Monica, I don't have the skills. I don't have the capabilities to go out and manifest my vision, live my dream, to stand tall in my life. I just don't have the skills. I don't have the capabilities. Well, to you, I would say, do not judge your future by your current capabilities. Don't imprison your future. Don't imprison your life. Don't imprison yourself based on where you are now. Don't limit your potential. You see, you have it in you right now to create anything you need. You have the capacity to go and learn. You have the capacity to go and develop skills. You have the capacity to attract to you opportunities. All that's already in you. It's about making the decision, having the decision to go forward and to do those things, to learn what you need to learn, to create what you need to create, to attract what you need to attract. So if you feel that you don't have the skills, you don't have the capabilities right now to manifest this big vision for your life, and so you play small because you don't have those capabilities right now, well, go develop them. Go learn the skills. Go learn the knowledge. Go get the experience. Go do whatever it is that you need to do because you have it in you right now to learn those things, to acquire those things. Go and do that. Don't let your future be held hostage by the limitations you see for your present. So go and do those things. Don't let the idea of lack of money, lack of time, lack of capability keep you held hostage where you are, to keep you playing a big part in your own life, to keep you playing small, to keep you on the sidelines of your own life. Because you see, when you are on the sidelines of your life, other people run your life. They make decisions that you have to follow. They ignore you when you have a suggestion. They don't take you seriously when you want to be noticed. That's why you need to get out there. That's why it's important, it's imperative for you to become a hero of your own story. Now, I know a lot of times we play these bit parts in our own lives because we are afraid, we are scared to step out there. But this is the thing. Things won't be perfect for you, as I said earlier, and you may make a mess of it when you first step out there, but that's okay. You will learn as you grow, and you will get better and better and better. But if you never give yourself a chance to step out there, how will you ever succeed? How will you ever get to where you need? I remember when I published my first book, I self-published my first book, which was a novel called As If Nothing Happened. And that first cover, I designed it myself with a friend. We got into the design program and somehow tried to tool around and figure it out. And that was the cover that was on my first book. It wasn't an expert cover. It wasn't great. But I didn't want to sit on the sideline of my life. I didn't want to go, I wonder if I could do this. I wish I had done that. No, I stepped out there and did it. And it was a mess trying to figure things out. But I'm so glad I did. Because at some point I was able to upgrade and hire a designer who was able to design me a great cover. And then, of course, eventually I married a man who does design. And so our business is half design. We do a lot of design work now. But it started by me just stepping out there, going with what I had. Even if it wasn't the greatest thing, I started. And as I went on, I learned more, I grew more, I gained more capacity, I gained more income, more resources. And so I was able to hire somebody to do the thing that I needed done. I was able to hire somebody, in that case, to design a cover. And I was able to present a better produced book. And that same trend has held throughout my life. I've been able to just jump out there with what I've had, and I've been able to grow, learn and grow as I've gone on. And so I encourage you, get off the sidelines. You're not learning anything on the sidelines. It's time for you to just jump out there. Even if you have to jump out there and learn as you go, even if you have to figure it out as you go, just do it. Get out there. A lot of people are very comfortable in the bit part in their own life. In fact, they've become so comfortable, it's become their identity. Some people play a bit part in their own lives because they remain in the support role forever. And while there's nothing wrong with being in a support role, because sometimes we all have a season where we are to be in support of someone else because it allows us to learn, it allows us to somehow help them as they are rising up, it allows us to somehow grow by being in support. But there comes a time when we too must step out there. So if you have been constantly in the support role of someone else, whether it's a child or a spouse, it's a business partner, it's a friend, you've always been the one behind the scenes making things happen. You've always been the cheerleader. You've always been that person propping them up. Well, maybe now it's time for you to step out and for you to be on that stage and for you to shine, because you have skills, you have talents, you have a big idea, you have a message, you have gifts that deserve to shine. You can't always be in support. You can't always be the background person, as comfortable as that is. Take a risk on yourself. Step out there so you can do the thing life has called you to do. Step out there so you can do the thing that life has been preparing you to do. Again, there are people who need to hear what you have to say. There are people who can be taught by you, touched by you. There are people who can be inspired by you, people who need to know what you already know. So how are you going to show up? Are you going to continue to sit on the sidelines of your life? Are you going to continue to play a bit part in your own life? Are you going to continue to be the background player, to be the background singer, to be the support person? Or are you finally going to take your rightful position at center stage? That's what I challenge you. It's time for you to be the hero of your own life. Be the hero of your own life so that you can take ownership of it and so that you can shine, so you can share what life has created and called you to share. Maybe it's time to write your book. Maybe it's time to launch your business. Maybe it's time to rebrand if you're running a business and things aren't going well. Maybe it's time for you to start that organization that's on your heart. Maybe it's time to start speaking. Maybe it's time to step up and a bigger place in your company or in your career. Maybe it's time to take on a bigger role. Maybe it's time to just show up in all your glory. Become the hero. If you have been a bit player in your life and you've not been the hero of your story, it's quite possible that you're going to have to work on your brand. You're going to have to, in fact, maybe rebrand, because people may know you now as a bit player. They may know you as the sideline sitter. They may know you as someone who has taken a weak position in life. And so you're going to rebrand yourself so that your outward presentation matches who you have decided to be on the inside. If that is the case and you need help with rebranding, then certainly check out my website at monicacartertagore.com and check out the Work With Me tab and click on Branding Advantage VIP Day and see if that is a fit for you. If so, I would love to be able to help you work on your branding so your exterior presentation to the world can match what's going on the inside, so that you can show up in this big, bold presentation of your life, so you can help people in the way that you need to help them. You can touch lives in the way you need to touch lives. You can serve in the way life is calling you to serve. Take courageous action. Become the hero of your own life. It's time. It's time for you to get off that sideline. It's time for you to stop playing a bit part in your own life. It's time for you to stop with the false modesty. You know, the false modesty where people compliment you on something. You say, oh, that was nothing. Oh, that's no big deal. Stop doing that. Own it. Appreciate the compliment. Say thank you. Celebrate your success. And then trust yourself. Trust yourself to be able to do what needs to be done. Trust yourself that if you fall, you can get back up. Trust yourself that you can keep going forward. Trust yourself that you won't let yourself come to harm. Trust yourself that you are ready to bring forward into the world that which you've been created to do. Become the hero of your own story. It's time. You know it. I know it. And the people who need your help, who are waiting for you, they know it. They're waiting for you to stand up. They're waiting for you to help them. They're waiting for you to put your solution out there in the world. They're waiting for you to share your skills, your expertise, your big idea, your message, whatever it is. They're waiting for you. And they're suffering in the meantime. So stop their suffering. Create the change you need to create. Become the person you need to become, and make sure that you are becoming the hero of your own story, because in becoming the hero of your own story, you shine and we all benefit. Now, take that challenge and run with it this year. Take that challenge and run with it in 2017. Make this the best year ever. Make this the year where you choose to show up and shine. And there you have it. This week's episode of Chase Your Star. To be sure you don't miss a single episode, be sure to go to iTunes and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And for more information like this in between episodes, be sure to visit my website at monicacartertagore.com. Look around the site, read the post, and be sure to join my mailing list so you can get other information to help you shine. See you next time on Chase Your Star.